turbulence in the world is not a bad thing. When things are calm, people fall asleep. And when things are kind of turbulent, people wake up. People wake up and they don't just wake up, they pay attention. Like when it's stormy outside, all of your senses like light up, right? And you're paying attention, you're noticing, you're thinking, you're active, you're engaged, right? You're engaged. When things are turbulent out in the world, people start to contemplate themselves. They contemplate the world, and very naturally that extends to contemplating themselves in the world, right? Even places of great difficulty, places of great pain, you've all noticed just in your own lives, I'm sure, that when you enter a time of great difficulty, it can also be a time that leads to great personal and spiritual and emotional breakthroughs and insights. There's a saying about, diamonds, and you make diamonds by squeezing really, really hard for a really long time. And there's some truth to that. There's truth to that. Diamonds don't get created if everything is just easeful and calm and, peaceful. So when people feel turmoil in the world, it can lead to an opening for them to become more than what they are, for them to reach for and attain to more than who they are in this moment. Turbulence in the world can absolutely feel scary, or overwhelming, or very, very personally difficult. But this really harkens us back to, some of those themes that we sketched out right at the beginning of the year in January, where we talked about being very conscious about where we put our focus, and being very conscious about how we need to like turn our gaze into the light. Where you put your focus, where you direct your attention, what do you fill your field of view with? Yeah. So all of us can really think about that. Do you fill your mind with worry and doom scrolling, doom refreshing, or do we fill our mind and our time with the light? So our first job is to take care of ourselves, to take care of our inner well-being, right? We must fill our own cup full of light, full of wellness, full of joy, full of the gladness of being together with greater beings and being in community with each other and doing good work, doing good work that feels deeply nourishing and fulfilling. We need to fill our life with the practices that sustain us, whether that's, and for each of, our lineage is a huge buffet table. And for each of us at different seasons of our life, different practices are there to hold us. That's why we need so many practices. At different times of our life, different things will feel incredibly meaningful to us and will really lift us up. So whether that's, meditation to calm your mind, or some of the rituals that you've learned to elevate our vibration, maybe it's, some of the wisdom from the elementals who have all seen enormous turbulence in the outer world. They have great wisdom for us. Maybe that's prayer and deepening into a prayer cycle for ourselves or for the world, for those we love, maybe that's listening really, really carefully. Maybe that's a process of expressing until we feel empty, and then toning and bringing in companions to fill us and to lift us up, whatever the practices are that speak to you, maybe that's as simple as, God, I need help. I need help. Maybe that's a set of products that have been on your altar and that you reach for when, you need an extra boost, whatever. And of course, it's not one. Of course, it's like a combination of several, but whatever it is that's like particularly speaking to you, calling to you, fill yourself with the light. Fill your attention with the light. Fill the moments of your day with the light, not with doom, not with worry. There will always be things for us to worry about. When we are well, when we are whole, then as we become a source of wisdom for others, this feels like what we're here to do. This calls back to who we really are and connects us to a higher vision and a higher purpose. And it starts with us. It starts with us having the kind of warrior discipline to reach for what is nourishing and good and fill our lives with that. To literally like take the head of the horse put the blinders on and turn the head up here, rather than down here, like it is an act of will, but it's an act of will that brings us so much blessing, so much goodness. You are not helpless creatures. But the truth is that no human being is. We are all divine beings. We can choose. We can choose. We have agency. Maybe we can't choose this thing or that thing, up or down, whatever, but we can choose, So can you do this for yourselves? That's where service begins. Service begins towards ourselves, caring for ourselves, right? Can you do that for yourself? And in doing this for yourself, you will be doing it for everyone who you encounter and for everyone who you serve, but even for everyone who you cross paths with.